How's it going today? Coach Jerry with Biohacking Truth, where we deliver health freedom guaranteed to you no matter what your current level of health and fitness or what you've tried in the past that has not worked for you long term. We're confident that our programs will end your search for lifelong health, energy, and overall fulfillment. Since you have clicked on the Optimal Life package, I can tell you're a different type. But just who exactly is the Optimal Life program for, and why would I consider this to be my final solution? The simple response lies here. There's no free lunch in life, and if you sacrifice your health and time for money now, you will sacrifice your money and your time later for your health. Simply put, if you don't have time to take care of your health and wellness now, you'll be forced to make time to take care of your illness later. Simply put, if you don't have the time to take care of your health and wellness now, you will be forced to make time to take care of your illness later. Life is just a giant balancing act. This holds true at the quantum level of your atoms and cells, all the way to the absolute of the entire universe and God's creation. You can't escape this dynamic. The universe is chaos trying to balance itself from the yin and the yang that is the physical universe. Somewhere in that realm, in between the quantum and the absolute, somewhere in that realm is your body, your physiology, your energy, your psychology, your spiritual development and connection. And all of this is driven consciously or subconsciously by your sense of purpose. Why am I here? Whenever any of these areas gets disrupted or out of balance, the entire dynamic of the system is thrown out of balance. Just like an imbalanced atom that isn't spinning properly needs another imbalanced atom to maintain the balance and equilibrium of that little system of two atoms. Whereas you take a balanced atom, it needs no other atoms to remain in balance. That's how compensation works. Now just imagine if an organism and all its systems were imbalanced, or a good portion of them, enough to throw it out of balance. Sooner or later, the body runs out of compensations, which develop symptoms, which lead to disease. Disease lowers your vitality little by little or a lot by a lot, but eventually disease will run your vitality down to zero. And when we have zero vitality, we have no electricity, we have no heartbeat, we have no breath. And that is what is happening to us in America. But how do you know if this pertains to you? Well, let's take a look at your strategy for going about life. Are you the type that puts in an extra hour of work? Maybe you skip your lunch break to get more done. Maybe you take way more business trips than you could possibly ever take vacations. Maybe you feel like no matter how much you do, it's never enough. Does actually having downtime stress you out? Or how about your purpose? Are you in tune with what your true purpose in life is? I'm talking about what you think you're good at, not what someone else's ideal of what your purpose is, not someone else's deadlines placed upon you. And if you do this, you'll get that promotional schedule. Your purpose, why you were here. You got a 1 in 425 trillion chance of coming out just like you did. You're a novelty. There will never be another one like you. That's pretty special. And if you think that's an accident, you might be missing out. So if any of this resonates with you, you're likely in a position where you're wondering, how long can I maintain this lifestyle or this persona, so to speak, right? And try not to get defensive when, you hear things like that, because we all have personas, right? We all have a mask we wear. But is the mask for you to achieve your goals, or is it your mask to protect you? That's a huge difference there. Or maybe you like this life you've created. Maybe you like this financial legacy pursuit, or other legacy that you've created. And maybe you're just wanting to know how you can ramp up your energy levels so you can increase productivity, but more to the point, overall satisfaction. Because if what we're doing is killing us, it's not very satisfying. But no matter what your motivation is here in life, if you're here for a good time and not for a long time, if you're here for a long time, not for a good time, or somewhere in between, no matter what your motivation is, this is the minefield that we all have to navigate. And no matter how much success we have, no matter how big our financial legacy is, our family legacy, what we've done, what we've built, what we've created, what we've accomplished, no matter how big that legacy is, there are cold, hard facts that affects every one of us because we are flesh and blood, human. So let's just take a look at a couple Cold hard facts, being an American. So just by living in America, you have a 25% chance of dying from heart disease. 1 in 3 people have diabetes or prediabetes. And as of 2018, 42% of Americans are obese. That's a 10% increase over the year 2000. So knowing that, like, this isn't about doom and gloom, right? I'm just inviting you to look at your own personal health trajectory. Get really honest with yourself right now. Get 100% honest, just like you were looking at your financial portfolio. You need to be as objective as those numbers are when they're staring at you. Be that objective with yourself right now. What are you doing right now? Or, more to the point, is what you're doing right now putting you on or off a trajectory to be one of the 25% to get heart disease and die? Or one of the 33% to get diabetes or prediabetes? Or one of the 42% that is obese? Those all lead to untimely deaths. And not only untimely deaths, but a good portion of the end of that life is going to be extremely non-desirable for obvious reasons. Doctor visits, pharmaceutical visits, surgeries, spending time being sick, and just trying to stay alive as that vitality just drips down. This is 100% real. You can look these up on cdc.gov. These are real facts that we don't talk about. The American dream has turned into a system where people mortgage their youth for retirement that they might never enjoy. And again, it's another cold, hard fact. But take a look around. How many people you know that match that description? People that retire and drop dead a week later. A lot of that has to do with their sense of purpose as well. Maybe they never came down to their sense of purpose, and so they didn't see a point in nurturing the temple that is their body, the vessel that gets them to their objectives. Maybe they didn't see that. Maybe they lost hope. Who knows? Everybody's different, right? But so many work so hard to build this financial nest egg. They could really fund us till we're 200 years old. I mean, that seems to be the goal. It's like, I want a financial portfolio that can fund me to live to 1,000, right? But we give very little thought in general, as a whole, to whether or not we may actually be around to utilize it. So many dream of traveling around in RVs, playing golf or tennis, dancing, seeing the world with all their free time and retirement money. But in actuality, the truth of what's going on, because of those numbers I showed you, right? The 42%, the 33%, the 25%. In actuality, many are spending their golden years in doctor's offices, trips to the pharmacy. Is that where you want your retirement to go? I mean, are you okay with working all of your good years, your productive years, your high vitality years, the years where you have the gusto? Are you okay with working all those years so that you can just later spend that money on a doctor's retirement home or vacation home? Because you know they're spending that money. The good news is you've got time to turn this around. You've got time to set everything in place in your health legacy and your personal legacy. But just think about what you did to build up your financial legacy. Think about what you did to build this situation to where you can retire comfortably. How much planning, sacrifice, conscientious behavior did that require? A lot. So again, there is no such thing as a free lunch. And you've just shown that you're capable of that. You've shown that you're capable of conscientious planning and executing. So now you just got to be in a position where you can get real with yourself and open up the windows of possibility to what you actually can achieve. Stop thinking about financial legacy. Break out of that mold. Work towards becoming a complete human person. This is your opportunity in the Optimal Life Package. It's no accident that you are on this page right now viewing this video. It's no accident. There are bifurcation points in life. Chances where we get opportunities flash in front of our field. Just what we need, right when we need it. Is this one of those points in your life? Very well could be. Now, it is our opportunity and our responsibility to know ourselves well enough to know what we need when we need it so that we can capitalize on these opportunities when they cross our field. That's the beauty of being human. That's the beauty of being able to hack life. Because you can. Just source the root cause of the issue, reverse it, and ride the wave of success, rinse and repeat. It really is that simple. So where are you at right now? Are you thinking this is for you? You're not sure? Maybe it's not for you at all, but you're still watching the video for some reason. Again, there are no accidents. Just remember why you're doing anything that you're doing. And if you're on the fence about a program like this, and finances are the one thing that are keeping you from jumping and getting involved, like right now, think about this. Ask yourself a few questions. How much more earning potential will you have in a fully balanced, energized state? How much more energy will you have when you are 100% clear on your purpose? And knowing that you're not compromising your purpose and what you are spending all your time and energy doing. How much more marketable and profitable and resourceful will you be? Maybe a better question is, what areas of your life are you willing to not have optimized? And what kind of imbalances are you willing to live with in order to pursue your dream without doing everything that could make that dream the most fulfilling and possible reality yet? If you understand investments, you understand ROI, return on investment. Is there any greater ROI opportunity than to get your vitality back, balance your body's physiology so that your energy is maximized and through the roof, and look and feel great, get out of pain, and feel like that younger version of yourself again? What kind of an investment would you have to make that return worth it for you? Think about that. Think about that. You can't just get this from anywhere. You can't just get it from anywhere with a guarantee, which is what we're offering. So it might sound like a substantial investment to you, but what's it going to cost you not to do it? What is it going to cost you? If you're one of those 25% that has a heart attack and dies, well, I guess it's a moot point, right? But if you're one of those 75% that doesn't die, of those 75%, a lot of them get heart attacks and heart disease as well. But if you're one of the 75% that doesn't die, and I hope so, I hope you don't get it at all, but if you're one that does, and let's say you have a heart attack in the middle of playing basketball or something, and the paramedics come right after you have a widowmaker heart attack, and they're about to throw you on the gurney, are you going to look up at them and ask, what's this going to cost me? Or are you just going to do it? I've never had anybody answer that question besides, I'm just going to do it. And then I always ask, why? Why would you just do it? Why wouldn't you ask? You're asking me what the cost investment of this program would be. Why would you not ask the paramedics? I say, well, they're saving my life. So if you don't understand the current trajectory you're on, or you're in denial about it, and you don't understand the real reality of the cost of not taking action right now, then unfortunately, you don't see the risks, therefore you can't possibly see the value. So if nothing else, if we don't work together, we never meet in person, we never get on a call, we never talk, I would just love for you to get this message. Take the time to get real with where you are at currently and what your health trajectory is. Knowing those numbers, knowing those chances. Please, just take the time. Take the time. If you do decide to invest in this program and yourself, you will learn the how, what, and why of true health. See, our principles are root caused, and they're integrated, totally holistic. And we use principles that create life situations, physical, mental, emotional states that are balanced. And they're not ideal to nurture disease. So if a disease goes into a terrain, a habitat that isn't for them, they don't last. And they don't create themselves either. And consequent side effect is there's drastically reduced likelihood of needing pharmaceuticals or doctors. These are just facts. Your weight management, living a pain-free, fit life, high levels of energy, maximum fulfillment on pursuing your purpose, and knowing why it works for you, understanding your sabotage, understanding the way you hold yourself back and why, knowing why you do that. It's invaluable. What's that worth to you? I don't think you can put a price tag on it, really. So if you're interested in participating in this life-changing program, click on my link. Book a call now. Book a call. Let's get you going. We can get you going in a couple days. Don't hold yourself back any longer. Don't hold yourself back any longer. And seriously, you can feel like a completely different person in as little as 3 days, depending on your current situation. Really, we call it the 3-day effect. But I look forward to meeting and hearing more about you. And as always, your results are guaranteed, or I'll coach you for free until you get there. One of two things will happen. You'll get to your desired result and timeline in the agreed upon price tag, and you will be forever changed in your fate. Or you tell me I suck, you don't like my program, we figure out another divergent solution to get down to the bottom of what's keeping you from getting right where you want to be, and I coach you for free until you get there. But one way or the other, you reach your goals for the agreed upon price tag. There is no risk. The only risk lies in not taking action. And I said it that way on purpose. All right, I look forward to hearing more from you and meeting you in person or online, but whatever you decide, I wish you the best. Peace, much love, and live well. Coach Jerry, biohacking truth.com.